Okay, this is Ming from Near and MasterCard offices. We're here, exciting day, it's demo day, Near demo day in New York City. And today we have Sharufa from Welcome Home.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself and your company.
Yes. Well, thank you so much.
Of course.
Yeah, I
Thanks for coming.
This.
I'm
is
excited.
An exciting day today.
Yes.
So yes, my name is Sharufa Rashid Walker. I am a second-time founder and co-founder and CEO of Welcome Home International.
Can you tell us more about Welcome Home?
Sure. So Welcome Home is an investment platform that empowers marginalized communities to own real-world backed assets one piece at a time. So essentially, what does that mean? We're simplifying, verifying, and fractionalizing the real estate exchange on chain. And we're doing that in an amazing way, starting in Senegal, Dakar, Senegal. Yeah, I want to stop. Start again.
No, go ahead. Should I ask you again?
Oh, gosh. Okay, yes. Yes,
so
yes. Well, because I don't know. Can you tell me what camera I'm supposed to be looking at?
You can look at...
This is for you. This is for you. So this is like the main camera.
Okay, so I look here because I started looking here and I was like, oh, I don't think I'm supposed to look here.
That's the second angle. So yeah, you should look. Try
in
to look.
case you want to do editing and make things more interesting, that's the second angle.
Okay.
So you could look either or.
You can look either or.
Yeah. Or you don't have to. Or you don't have to look at.
No, yeah, I was trying to do a flow.
So or you could just look at me.
Or
look at either.
Or you could look at me. You know?
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. All right, my bad.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
Yep.
Should we start from the beginning or? Do you want to start from?
Yeah, I could just start from introing Welcome Home.
Can you tell us more about Welcome Home?
Yes, sure. So Welcome Home International is an investment realty platform that focuses on land acquisition, community development, and sustainability powered by the blockchain. And we're all about empowering marginalized communities to own real-world backed assets one piece at a time.
So since you're here today, right, what kind of value do you want to tell the investors?
Ooh, it's a lot of value.
You have to know all about it.
Well, first and foremost, I think the biggest value proposition for my company is my own personal why, right? So I started this company along with my co-founder, Mamadou Ka, who's based in Dakar, Senegal, out of the need that I recognize in my community. 50% of African Americans in the U.S. do not own any real estate assets. And that's a problem. And that was the reality that I saw growing up. And so I had this amazing opportunity to be able to sojourn on back to Senegal during the pandemic. And I was able to recognize through the land, we could use this as a tool to be able to empower and disrupt this system that has let a whole entire community to be able to be locked out of opportunity, right?
Right. So one day you just decide that you want to just make this happen?
Yes, I mean it was yes and no. So it was a pandemic pivot for me.
Right.
I'm a second-time founder. I previously founded my own women's wear apparel company, Janaki. And so I'm based here in New York. I'm a Brooklyn girl.
So you have experience.
Yes, and so, during COVID, I was shut down from an RD trip that I had planned out to East Africa. And my manufacturers were shut down here. And, really my co-founder, he was the one that called me up and said, "Sister, what you doing?" And I was like, "Well, Mamadou, we're shut down." And so he told me about the opportunity with the land. Right, because he's a seasoned businessman and he's worked in numerous fields, and he shifted into agriculture and also to real estate. And so that's what led me out there to be able to start my journey, because I went with the intention of just buying something for my family, to build a home, to allow people to fall in love with this country that I love so much. But when I got there, I recognized that the opportunity was bigger than me. This was about truly empowering my community. And so that's really where Welcome Home was birthed.
Do you think the technology has helped your company?
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
I think that Welcome Home leveraging blockchain has literally pushed us into the future. And I think that it's a necessary conversation, because the allure for me as a founder, my why on why Web3 blockchain makes sense is the liberation of it. I believe in having true equity across the board and allowing people to participate in a permissionless, borderless, open, transparent, secure way. And when I found all about, what blockchain was and it presented this opportunity and what we were building with Welcome Home, I said, absolutely, we need to be able to figure out a solution and a tool that leverages this to drive us forward into the future.
Right. Do you think the recent market has any effect on what you're trying to build?
I mean, are we all affected?
Yeah. We are all affected.
I'm hitting refresh on the accounts.
We have to find solutions, right? So.
Yeah, definitely.
So that way,
I think that what we're experiencing now from a market perspective, this is the biggest use case of why we need Web3 blockchain now, right? Because the volatility is something that we've experienced before historically, but now we're seeing the widening of the gap, right? If we continue down this same trajectory, the haves and the have-nots will just continue to expand, right? And we won't have an equitable society at all. And from a global perspective, I think that, for far too long, there have been too many marginalized communities that have been locked out due to gatekeeping mechanisms, that the time is now, right? The time is now. The time is being able to truly radically reimagine what this world would look like. And I want to be a part of the solution. I want to be a part of what is the new, idea of living in a truly equitable world, right? In a truly joyous world, right? And so that's why I speak to liberation, right? Because to be able to wake up and truly feel free and know that economic prosperity is for all, right? That's a liberating feeling.
Seriously, you already answered my question. And for those that follow me already know, like I do inspirational, quotes and videos, and then that's very inspiring already. So I don't even have to ask you. I'm excited because you build a platform for opportunity. So this is great.
Yeah,
this is amazing.
I think that it's definitely a powerful use case, right? There's something for everyone in Web3, right? And in blockchain. And we're here with Near, we're here with MasterCard, and what I love so much about Near is that Near was the first, well, not the first, it was the second conference that I went to last year, NearCon 2022. But upon arrival, it felt completely different. It honestly felt like that was my first step into Web3, because it was there that I really felt seen, I felt included, and I also felt like the possibility was truly limitless.
Correct.
And from there, I was kind of hooked. and I believed in, the future being near, right? And the ethos of what they speak to when they talk about their mission and their vision and the open source of the web and, everyone being able to have a chance to participate. So I think that is such a beautiful example of why now is such a special time, right? And having this beautiful collaboration with, a legacy company like MasterCard, in my mind, from a founder perspective, it says, okay, people are starting to have conversations behind doors, and they're trying to figure out, how can we break out of the mode, right? How can we reassess our baked-in biases and challenge these old world systems and say, hey, maybe there's another way that we can do this. And it may feel a little bit uncomfortable starting off, but you know what? We're going to get through the mud in order to get to the sunshine.
Like everything else. Look at the internet. Look at cell phones.
Yeah,
look
that's
at everything else that we do.
It always feels like, I'm unsure.
Look at e-commerce. you sell clothing. Look at e-commerce.
Yeah, right.
Now is the norm. Now if you don't buy anything online, it feels weird.
Absolutely.
Right?
Right.
We order things online, we Amazon everything right now. We Prime everything right now.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest things to just mention about, how special this moment is that in the ecosystem, everyone talks about if you're in the room right now, you know, you're the mavericks. Like, you know, you're ahead of the time, you're the leaders in the space, right? Because mass adoption is something that we talk about, but it's definitely something that we're aspiring to get to. We're not there yet, right? Like, I think different protocols are attacking it from different verticals, which we need, right? But I think that what's really important is this is literally an opportunity for everyone to participate and to really create the life that you really want to see. Right. So things in your community that have been bothering you, things in maybe your day-to-day, whatever it is, you know, now you can really leverage the power of Web3 and uplift yourself, right? Not to say that you have to be behind the screen coding, because I'm a non-technical founder, right? Like, I don't code, and I've learned some lessons, you know, what it means to be a non-technical founder. But, you know, what excites me about this space is that you can empower people and they can leapfrog into this space very swiftly and very impactfully, right? And I think that that's a message that, you know, companies, legacy companies, you know, new protocols, we all need to be able to galvanize and get behind and really push, right? Because the human experience is such a dynamic experience, right? Like, we're not a monolith. We're so dope, you know, just to be able to be here, humans on this earth at this time. So, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
That's where we at.
Yeah.
But I have one last question for you.
Okay.
Do you look into like because during the pandemic I also looked into like the space, the Web3 space, and I tapped into the metaverse. Do you thinking about, like, obviously you have your home like as a physical asset? Do you think about like owning like digital assets too, like as in like land or home at the metaverse? Do you think about that?
The beautiful thing about Welcome Home is
Right.
that we're starting with the soil, right?
Gotcha.
Like, one of the biggest things are people are always rushing to see kind of like the finished product.
Correct.
But we forget, like, when you look out in any city, like, everything started with the soil, right?
Correct.
So there's the respect from the soil in baking in the possibilities from the ground up, right? And so when I think about the metaverse and the opportunity to be able to create a digital twin of what that soil is, and to be able to create the essence and the soul of the soil in the metaverse, it's exciting, right?
Yeah,
and we definitely are thinking about it further down our roadmap. But, you know, right now for us, it's really, really important for people to know that this is tangible. This is real life. Like, you fly into Malikunda, where our headquarters are, and you will be able to touch the soil of the plot that we are fractionalizing. And we are creating and providing this amazing opportunity for marginalized communities to own a piece of this soil, right? And we will build robust, amazing, regenerative communities, right, from this soil, brick by brick, right?
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I
thank
can't wait.
you.
I can't wait.
Come
I
on,
can't
man,
wait.
you're gonna have to pull
we
up.
We gotta be in this journey. We gotta be in this journey.
I mean, we are in this journey, right?
Yes, we are.
You know, one of the other big words about Web3 in the space is community, right?
Correct.
And I think that us being here, once again, you know, with Near, with MasterCard, it's cultivating community and us redefining what community can look like. And really linking arms and becoming stewards of that new definition.
Exactly.
You know, I think that the time now is to really move with courage and truly be fearless in, you know, the change that we all desire to see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Where could they find you at, like, if they want to follow this journey?
Oh, yes, please follow.
Please
follow. So, yeah. You can follow us online, welcomehomeinternational.com. You can also follow us Twitter, welcomehome.intl. My personal Twitter, follow me as a founder, Sharufa R. Walker. And then from there, you can kind of just check all of the other, you know, outlets, because it's Telegram, it's IG, it's all of these things, right? But yeah, Welcome Home International. My name is Sharufa Rashid Walker.
And a huge shout out to MasterCard and Near for having
Absolutely,
us today.
absolutely. The future is near. MasterCard, we appreciate you.
Seriously, thank you for
we're
the space.
interested in how we're going to be working together with all of you, and we can't wait.
I'm excited for this community and exciting things that you're gonna make things happen.
Oh, it's happening, me. It's
I'm excited.
happening.
I'm
Yes.
excited. So
Yes.
stay tuned.